Hello everyone and welcome to another match of the 2025 Roulette Rivals World Championship. Our match and the day begins here with the Group C match of Some Random Person versus GiggsRH. And yeah, we are in the final stretch now. I think every single match can or should begin with the group stage because we need to understand the implications. These players are fighting to advance to the knockout stage, and I mean that for all players, but especially for these two, because this battle will definitely be for around the second, third and fourth seed, and especially in this group C, which we can see after, I want to say this exactly, but I think 16 of the 21 matches played here, Dane almost has advanced. He's the only one who has guaranteed to advance, and with 28 points and the one loss, he is most likely to finish first. And I think the only person who can catch him is actually Giggs, who, well, you can see that Dane has finished with 5 wins and 1 loss, and you can see that Giggs has played and won 3 times. That was one very interesting upset from Giggs, taking down Dane. So with some sweeps, it is still possible to take first place. But if those sweeps don't happen and Giggs' path remains a bit more difficult, I think he plays Randy, Apricot and Pidgey, then qualification might be a problem, and especially for Randy, who is on 9 points after 4 matches. He's yet to play the Muffin Man, who might be one you would expect to score 6 points against, but he requires those 6 points and maybe a good result here as well. Neither players will be guaranteed out after this match, even if they lose, but a sweep either way would put the loser in a very treacherous situation. I guess the only other thing you want to look out for is that Cobalt is on 17 points after 6 matches. He cannot earn anymore. So if Giggs wins this match, he's guaranteed to overtake him and probably make it through, while Randy will definitely also need a couple good results, not just today, but for the rest of the group stage. We begin in Sapienza in just 30 seconds. Give it one more refresh and checking of the sound levels. I clicked the wrong button. Fair enough. Should be back by the time the spin arrives here, but we'll be looking good there. I think, yeah, my title is incorrect. Giggs is the first player of this matchup. His map will be played first, which is Sapienza, and then some random person will take us to Santa Fortuna later. The first spin is here. It's Silvio Cruz, Assault Rifle as Green Plumber, and Francesca DeSantis, NTKO SMG as the Gardener. So 2 gardening / mechanic disguises of the green suit and 2 firearms, but I guess this will make it difficult to not misread the spin. Silvio is green and the gardener disguise is also green, but other than that it is kind of a speedy spin because the green plumber is right below this right below the safe house start, which you can see that Giggs will just, I think, make it there first. But then again, the Francesca's kill is the gardener. Interesting to see, because the green plumber is the unique NPC, and the disguise you can take it from him only, and then the gardener there are a couple other options, but there's a free bag of gardener next to where the green plumber is, so I think, yeah, Randy will take us to the path that I was imagining, through this fountain and to that empty area. There will be the enforcer dot on... is that the shotgun? I think Randy brought a shotgun. I'm just wanted to make sure, but I think that's not looking great.
Okay.
Randy's mindful of this enforcer dot because he has the firearm. And that will be compromised, and I'm pretty sure that's an NRAM. Checks that it's indeed the green plumber. But as things stand, Giggs now has more than a minute of an in-game time advantage, gets a kind of risky and kind of infrequently used trank. You can hear a lot of key clacking. I'm not sure if that's Giggs or random, but we'll find out. So Giggs has the Franny item. Right? This might be difficult because I don't understand this now. Oh, okay, Silvio can be KO'd. See, it's so easy to misread this spin. I'm gonna turn down the clacking of kicks a bit. As far as I know, the map doesn't have an AR, so it will be difficult to grab. Randy is now the green plumber and could be looking to get Silvio first. No, changes back to Gardener. And now the inventory, and now the alt tab. I think at this point now he's checking that NRAM covered shotgun that he's leaving behind. Oh, Randy, that's so unfortunate. The unfortunate part is the male is only up on the wrong kill, so it might not happen for a couple of minutes from now. As Giggs is at the 2:30 timing, Francesca is them isolating. There's a way to fail this kill, especially if you shoot too many bullets, but Giggs didn't have that problem, and the first kill of the match is down. Silvio is isolated already. The green plumber is, I think, at a very known location, so Giggs is pretty close to finishing, but needs to look out for this one enforcer. You can see the chef on the minimap, he's going back as well. And now it's safe for Giggs. I think the subdue might be tricky, but he decides against any of these. We just go back to this non-trespassing area. The mansion will be trespassing, and I think the camera might still be up for both players, and this could be yellow for Giggs. Going to hop through this window, which now is trespassing, but it's close enough to get back to the cellar, which is now also not trespassing. Changes into housekeeper anyway. So Randy's 2:15 into the map, but it's just so tragic because I don't see a way for him to finish this Sapienza spin, and that's a body found by
Okay.
I mean, the only thing that it's not usually seen, and it's KO on Francesca, so I mean, he realized, so I will undo my message. Because that was the only reason he could have restarted, right? Not getting red for a different reason. Yeah, unfortunate, but it's still one more reason to misread this spin. This is not looking good for Randy. So back to the Giggs rip, and back to scoring update of a very important Group B match. Alf takes the lead against Channel Join. 4:49 Berlin. Could be like the third or fourth fastest Berlin, but not the world record anymore. So the way Giggs could have ripped, I guess, is that I'm not sure actually. But the gardener was chanked. The gardener was found. The gardener changed disguises, I assume, in Francesca's closet right here, where Randy is, through the window.
Such a bad rip, man. I don't even know what I did wrong. I assume it was the bullet panic that did it.
The bullet... Giggs is saying the bullet panic could have done it. But I can't really think of a bullet panic. This could be tough for Giggs, but that's a nice KO. And although he will turn red, that will be a safe way of securing the isolation, and he will be able to grow to Francesca after taking back the gardener, which is outside. And I don't think he went for the gardener this time, but the free disguise, I can't be fully sure. Randy is also taking the chef. Proxy disguises galore. Okay, this is pretty secure for Giggs and can make it to the 2:30 timing, and unfortunately he's the only person who has a way to finish this spin, because Randy, I think, is still with the shotgun. Yeah, a lot of subtle replans and restarts here, so I can't fully follow all of these details, but I guess, as I imagine, this spin could be prone to misreading it, which is such an unfortunate thing, but two very similar kills there. Imagine if it's Isle of Scale, where Zoe and Sophia, same surname as well, and very similar kills. Big moment for Giggs. I was surprised why it was red, but red from Silvio, and stays red from Silvio. And of course the final guard in the corridor can also be found. Oh, Giggs couldn't shoot that camera. I think he just shakes his head, just gonna remind himself to not get caught by that camera later. Ooh, that could have been a whoosh as well, but okay. Works out, and it's pretty straightforward from now. Trying to pay close attention. I guess he went for the same gardener again. But he's at a bit better timing as Randy's using the peekaboo on Francesca. Both of the guards are following. This is definitely far from the usual. You can think of certain ways these guards behave, but this is not one of these. Looks like Fran is going to go all the way around. I mean, you always want to have a safe situation, maybe even KO both of these guards, and this is one sure way of doing it, but he will still be trespassing and caught by her. And now peekaboo her the way back, maybe. Kind of happening. And yeah, this is all for nothing, because Randy still has a shotgun for Silvio. Okay, now it's time to get the correct lock on, which did happen. SMG in Randy's hand and the first kill is down. And Giggs is with a bit of a detour, but going back to the mansion with the briefcase, which I did not see, but 99% sure that he has the assault rifle for the final kill. And we're at a timing where I don't really imagine more bodies to be found. It is never certainty, especially because those guards will go on a hide and seek to find Francesca, and this is one of the corridors that they could go into. I just had to look to the side that it was indeed a Green Plumber assault rifle, and very difficult to read spin was successfully completed. Bodies can still happen, so it's definitely not GG yet, but getting pretty close there as Random is doing the... Well, he wanted to do the triple KO isolation. Had 2 items to do that, but luckily the lockdown worked out. And now the NRAM, and now the Green Plumber. Did not change the course of the spin, but pretty unfortunate for Randy to have that. And I'm gonna accept for Giggs with the 5-star. And just letting know in chat, I guess after sending the spin, that it was all illegal all along.
Okay.
We're good.
We're good.
The virus prototype will be close by. Look for
I guess I can give it an extra minute. We have time to spare.
Onto my favorite map.
all objectives complete. Now head towards an exit.
Yeah, Randy says he can't read. Understandable reaction. This might be loud. This is loud in my ears, but now it's gone. So we are traveling to Santa Fortuna. Definitely Randy's home domain. Probably slots as well are quite indigenous to Colombia or South America. I'm never really good at those. I'm curious. So Giggs is yet to win. Yet to win in Santa Fortuna. Has 3 losses and 2 timeout ties. While some random person with... It's now 41 plays. Has 20 wins and 18 losses. 52% is his 5th best map in terms of percentage, but of course for that is overtaking this one, Ambrose, Dubai, Bangkok, Dartmoor. He has a lot less plays on it. By the way, Randy's most played map is SF with 41, and then Scale is 27, Whittleton 27, and Hokkaido 24, so it's an incredible huge gap. But of course, that's the reason, or that is what happens when you pick it more than 30 times. I see Mikas being a smart person in chat, just mentioning that some random person has the Norwegian flag, so must not be from South America. Today I learned.
I hope it's a live Rico Red Fox spin.
You heard him
Practicing
here.
those. Be like Rico live, like hippie, bro. Please.
Let me see how many times I can respin before the spin happens. But Geek is hoping for a Red Fox
I
spin.
don't know who's doing the spins. Whoever's doing the spins, if you can hear me.
I can hear you.
Live Rico hippie would be fire. And
Yeah.
then do like falling object sub engineer for Andrea. Andrea? Is it Andrea? I have no idea.
Yeah, she's called Andrea. Getting a bit specific here, I think. You can see what we can do there. I'm refreshing as much as possible, but I don't think it will be exactly that as Giggs wants. I think Randy will be ready for all types of spins, mostly showcasing that submarine cave start. Good for plenty of spins as well as mentioned stuff, and of course suit. I think SF is one of those maps where there are like 8 starts and 7 of them you can see
I
used
just want to be able to
realistically.
rock the Odium suit.
Agent, get
'cause I
ready.
love the suit. Come on.
Duel starts in
Come
10
on.
seconds.
Either way,
I
I'm
might be
Red
letting
Fox.
Giggs down because this might not be a Rico live. I might be letting most of these players down because it is Rico Dagger Impact sorry, Impact Explosive Weapon as Gardener, Jorge Franco Explosion Accident as band member, and Andrea Martinez Kitchen Knife as Mansion Guard. So not that exciting, but fits Giggs' pre-plan and already pressing play. Who's ready for Garage ISO? This does reek a lot of like Garage ISO, I think mostly from Mansion Staff start. But I think the baseline is, and you can do it from plenty of starts, is isolate Rico, grab Mansion Guard, grab Kitchen Knife and kill Andrea down there. I'm sure there are ways to do this better first 3 minutes, but you really shouldn't be doing that worse. And X will be doing this with soft lock.
This must be
No,
what
it's
ties
gonna be
the
Red
mission
Fox,
the cartel
because
together for
it's gonna be the big Red Fox plan here. I think he's late on that bullet distraction, so will be a restart.
I forgot. I got nervous. I got nervous. This is Randy's map, man. It's the one he's good at.
Yeah, you can hear that Giggs is understanding the
Okay, I won't fail it this time. I'll
play levels here. That this is Randy's best map. Randy is better than Giggs on this
I'm
map,
so focused on the gardener grab.
but I guess that could also mean that you can just take your time, and worst case that the expected happens and Randy takes SF, and best case is that you do an upset. Yeah, if we think further along this spin, I don't expect Imp Explosive to be soundproof for explosives itself. For firearms you can
Slow, it was
go
slow.
from a certain spot. I guess we'll have to figure this one out later. There's a chance it will be the final kill if Giggs is unsure, but yeah, realistically that will be a bit of a chaos middle of the spin. For Randy it is also a bit of a chaos. He started subcrew, he did a bullet distraction on the wall to make Rico go down to the caves. Open the secret door so that Rico comes back, but then I don't know that extra step that happened there. But Rico is now locked down and runs away back to the mansion and prompting Randy a restart.
An underground cave system with a submarine. This must be what ties the militia and the cartel together, 47.
Pre-plan for Randy was the SMG, which will become the silence pistol very shortly. In a sense, this is kind of a suit spin, suit start, because it allows you to get so many firearms. At Let's see how Randy's second try works out. Giggs second, maybe third, but second actual attempt of the bridge ISO is successful. And has Rico down, but great question about how will the impact kill unfold. It's a lot of specific information to know which impact works and where, and Randy's not. Randy's getting Santa Fortuna'd, or maybe Season 2 sound levels wrecked, because sound doesn't work like that on Season 2 maps, especially in SF Mansion. But that could be a huge trespassing peekaboo, but looks like he's still fine. Giggs is getting a huge whoosh there as the Enforcer guard outside.
Head of the Delgado drug cartel.
But there's Giggs with the first KO, and then I think, oh, it's gonna have to be a quick lock on, and was heard and will be investigated and hunted.
So annoying.
It's...
I just needed to run into the building or throw it from outside the building. I was fine.
Yeah, a bit of indecisiveness from Giggs, who,
Oh, that's incredible.
as long as he's talking the
Alright.
correct amount, I will keep him on, because it's very interesting to hear his thoughts. Of course, gets to chatty, and I will take charge, because I'm being paid to be the caster. 0 fraud bucks. Randy's in the lead by 2 minutes, indeed.
Oh my gosh.
And I guess has better chances of making this soundproof. This part I'm even less sure about. Yeah, Giggs has been very wholesome so far this match. Learning from his mistakes and actively doing better rip after rip. Rip after rip.
He's not looking the right way.
I think the fact that Giggs getting... I think both times he got this way, this far, the bridge ISO was successful, which is... I don't think many players could say that. I mean, 2 for 2 is obviously not a huge sample size, but this is one of the more technical strats. But yeah, that was and is Giggs' main hope for the spin. I guess the affiliations, there's the... I mean, every match has fans for each players, but this is brotherhood and bound by blood. The Geometry Dash community and the Sloth community are fighting together. And it's not gonna be an exit kill. We will figure out how soundproof this is for Randy. I imagine it won't be. The question is which way he will drag and which guards will react, as Giggs gets the bridge ISO down and the 3 KOs as well. I agree with Mika. It really comes down to the impact kill, and the question is where Randy is dragging Rico. We could see that the elite guards are panicking, and Randy did as well. The guards are stationary, which is a good sign that they will not move anymore. It's unfortunate that we didn't see the searching sign, which is I think mostly for firearms and not guns. Downstairs people have stopped panicking, so I think Randy's in the clear unless... Oh, someone is coming. I can see it on the mini-map. No. Randy was hammering on instinct, but the wrong part of the map. And I was a huge back and forth as Giggs is...
I've never had that happen before.
It's a bit tough for Giggs, but that could be wrong for multiple reasons. I guess there is one way you can rip there, which Giggs now knows, but there are other ways to rip doing that KO. The construction worker above, the roaming street soldiers in the map, so I hope Giggs will take it that 15 seconds slower and get inside to get the band member safely. But we can see now a replan for mansion stuff. So we will see that Garage ISO not going the usual way, but I think he will get there at the usual time. And yeah, good mention. PG also replan. No, mention was from PG that Randy replanned. Well, it's not a change of starts, but a change of approach. And it's gonna be a submarine shot to bring Rico down, and I mean, this is one way to get definitely, if not soundproof, because I don't think this area is ever soundproof, but you can get the body hidden very quickly. Now the question is if Randy wants to get this ISO done quickly, or just at a later cycle, or maybe even leave the bubblegum here, which I think Randy doesn't have. So it will be the isolation, and I'm curious to see. I think Randy still wants the impact to be his first kill, and Giggs still wants Andrea to be his first kill. The chat game is insane. This is worthy of at least a semi-final. But there's Rico coming down here. I assume that will be a bonk on the head, and then go and grab a gardener and work out the kill from there. Okay, PG with the copy pasta. Giggs taking the kitchen knife. Of course, he also needs the band member for later, so this is not certainly out of the woods yet. And he's looking to be a bit safer. Giggs has until, well, 2:30 is the guideline. I'm curious about the scoring update. Alf finishes a 6-0 sweep against Channel Joint, and he's looking very good to finish top 2 in his group. Channel will be 4th seed bound, and some random person will get a wrong kill.
Rico Delgado has been eliminated.
Okay, second time again that I don't have to press enter on my message because Randy restarted before that. This is... No, and Giggs getting... Just need to punch her. And it's unconscious witness, but the door didn't open and no one heard it. Giggs now gets the first kill down as Randy, very unfortunately so, but misreads the spin again for the second map in a row. Putting the lead back to Giggs by a lot. Has the key, safe way in, takes a second disguise, and I mean, judging by this has a bit more potential. If Jorge is the second kill, I can see ways where Rico will be exiting before... Rico will be killed and Giggs can exit before he's found, but still a lot of way to go there. It is a big in-game time lead, but I think Mika is right. We don't know and we can't assume that Giggs can finish it from here, and I don't mean that in any of the bad ways. For example, I did not expect that isolation, but now the cameras are being taken care of. That was pretty sick actually. So if Rico, oh my god, so if Randy has the spin correctly, then it's really likely that he can always find a way to finish a spin, especially in Santa Fortuna. I would not be able to guess how close or far away he is from finishing, but you know, 7 to 11 minutes, it doesn't matter. But if Giggs gets to the impact kill later and rips to it, then definitely Randy is favored to finish the spin first. It's gonna be very interesting to see. Exactly 6 or 7 minutes. So, Randy, now with the correct disguise. With yellow guns, but I don't think that's a huge problem. But going to Rico as the first kill. As Giggs, though, secures the gardener for later. This is... Okay, this is partially good news, but partially will be very scary later on. Hello, Skylar, and GG's to the Elf versus Channel Joint match. We are here on the second map of Giggs versus some random person. And I guess I will kind of reverse Jinx for a while, because I see many ways to rip this spin if you're Giggs. Another prominent way to lose is setting off the impact explosive near the garage. And the other guardian just turns around and sees the KO'd body. That was pretty great from some random person. Takes care of one panicking guard. And one more is walking back to his post. I think Randy is safe. Green boxes from all the raiders, which is mostly PG so far, but welcome again, PG. So with the first cycle now too late, Randy still opts for Andrea's second cycle, which I think... Okay, I guess we don't know that, but no matter Randy's next skill, he will have to go to the village. Either take the band member, or I guess you could have set up Jorge remotely. It's difficult to say, but I think Randy will have a lot of waiting ahead of him. Giggs made the emetic happen and isolated Jorge. There's the propane flask, and now it's gonna be a bit tricky to escape in a hostile disguise, but it's a straight line as well. We don't see it in instinct, but if it shoots in the vicinity, it should work out. He's far enough away from the propane. The first one hit. Of course, if you place it to somewhere else, then it resets and you still don't know where the propane is. Oh, that hit, and the second one as well. Explosion accident done on Giggs' side. 2 out of the 3 kills complete, and everybody will be safe here, because only one body that can be found, and it's an accidental body. Oh, but it gets compromised as leaving the area. Ah, that's so tricky. It's almost in the clear. So with this 5-minute Randy lead, which I don't think he's close to finishing, but he has made a lot of ground by Rico down, and Andrea, disguise an item next to her, just has to wait for a bit more of the spin and her cycle to progress, and probably a gun click upstairs. Oh no, Randy, this is once again not the correct disguise, and to all of you who were watching the other match, Randy misread the Sapienza spin in 2 different places and has misread the Santa Fortuna spin at 1 place already. We can still assume that Randy just wants to use the peekaboo here to get Andrea on the balcony and then run back for the mansion guard and get the kill that way. Let's hope that is the case. Otherwise, this would be misreading the spin at 4 different points
That is Andrea
of 2
Martinez,
maps.
the Delgado cartel PR officer and
Has to
public
beat Andrea a little bit, but gets that spot. Door opens the wrong way. Could still KO too early or too late, but that's gonna be fine. And now the question, and Randy luckily goes back with that yellow guns, and with a moderate amount of whoosh goes back for the mansion guard. So luckily this was indeed just for the peekaboo. For Giggs, that was the replan, and I think that was still mansion stuff and still garage ISO. And after securing the guards as well, he once more has very safely time to grab the kitchen knife, lure the lady for the keys, so that everything is ready for after the Andrea kill. That
Martinez is down.
kitchen knife was not hurt by Paola or any of those guards, so that's 2 kills down safely. SMG in hand, that might be some panic, but single shot by Randy, turning it back to green guns. And suddenly he's really close to finishing, not 1 minute away, not 2 minutes away, but not a lot more than that. Giggs have had some troubles here in this room, but gets the lockout from his side just how he wanted the last couple tries. And that's 1 kill down, and although still green guns, he likes to take care of the cameras second. With a double KO, the first one could work out, but now he also does it the better way. I'm not sure if there was sufficient crouching there, but Giggs gets through the window area, and he's off back to I suppose, Mansion's side and then Jorge's side.
The fact I didn't rip there is incredible, because that guy should have seen me.
I agree, Giggs. The part of the 5-second rule, I think it demands a longer explanation, which I can't give, but I think Giggs didn't appear crouched, but his body was already like pressing crouch at a weird time, or double pressing it, was still in a situation where he was not seen, but barely. Giggs playing with fire, but one kill down nicely, second isolation done already, and we know that the spin doesn't take long from him from here. And I guess all depending on which way Randy takes to Jorge. There was some moderate amount of pause there. Could have been for a propane, could have been for just...
It makes me sad that Mansion staff is faster than Red Fox most of the time, man.
Giggs is a Red Fox believer.
Because again, we're in this situation where I was doing Red Fox and I was fine, and then I stopped doing Red Fox, or I was doing Red Fox and it was too slow, so I had to do non-Red Fox.
That's basically the spin recapped. He was Red Fox starter, but
Close.
had to replan afterwards. Randy taking a long way around back to Jorge, and I think he will have to take a long way around the Coca field as well. And Giggs will be the first one to get to the agency pickup. Randy has the same agency pickup. Oh my god, move. About to be top 3 IGTs on SF for Randy. I'm sure he has struck gold, at least for some of his wins. He's but obviously very methodical player, and gets the job done. Above 50% win rate. Bit of a trouble for Giggs, and that's also 5-second rule, which I don't think you should save with a bullet, but he does. And gets a long peekaboo on the Coca field guard. I think you have to wait this one out. Do not... Oh, this is so sketchy.
Jorge Franco, the Delgado
Very smart from
cartel's
Giggs
chief
to
criminal.
stay in cover there.
Go, 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 come on.
And yeah, Jorge is coming, who will be looking towards this spot. Oh, and that was... yeah, 2 seconds later the peekaboo takes place. And I think Giggs could do this with one peekaboo. I don't think... I hope he's not thinking about a gamer throw of the propane. I think he will be seen no matter how quickly he does it.
Oh my gosh.
When he's moving as well, he's definitely chopped. As Randy gets the final kill
Oh,
in the
come on.
band
man.
member disguise. Oh, this is so tough for Giggs. I guess the last challenge for Random is... Can he find the 2 shots on Jorge by placing the propane flask first? That's definitely range. Changes into the camera. And now to
Sorry,
the
Jorge.
SMG.
We're working on it, dude. We're working on it, I promise.
Accident kill. Explosion kill. But the guard with the enforcer that's coming back. And Giggs still cannot enter this and exit this predicament. How he does. I mean, this is definitely a Randy win. I just want to see how this is gonna end.
Is he gonna turn around?
I guess it's never gonna turn around, but ends up being a Randy win, regardless, unfortunately for Giggs. But nicely done by Randy. I think it's a nice second try.
Randy. Dang it, Randy.
Exactly. Mendoza is next.
Oh, I ripped so badly.
Yeah, I think Giggs had one too many rips there. Showed a lot of promise, especially on the previous run. Was just a bit careless running into the Coca field worker, but I don't remember fully anymore. It could have been that the Coca field worker was in panic and thought that he could run through, and then the panic stopped and it was back to the enforcer dot. I think all in all, could have just taken a longer way around the Coca field, and we would have seen Giggs attempt that impact kill, which was definitely the crux of the spin. Took Randy quite a few times to get there. Hello Wes, hello Gleb, Jotes, Moo and everyone. I am adminning this match. Mr. Glebak. And yeah, I am very much enjoying Giggs' co-commentary on this one. Hopefully he's not too much, or I'm not too much, or I don't even know. Hopefully it's a good balance. And yeah, this is kind of a special win-loss tie performance for both players. Randy with a perfect 50%. Some he achieves on this map, and Chongqing and Sapienza. No, that was true before that match. But Giggs with 1 win, 1 loss. And most famously, Giggs taking down Dane almost as Dane's only loss of this group stage. I think by winning Mendoza in New York. I can actually check that. Yeah, yeah, Giggs took a 4-0 lead. And Dane was on the verge of being swept. But obviously nice comeback by Dane to take 2 points and 5 other convincing match wins to end with 28 points. I think if I now check Group C, Giggs has lost a map, so his theoretical maximum is 30 points now with 2 matches and 1 map to go. But I think Giggs most of all wants to advance, which I think he can do with just 1 map win over the next 2 matches. I don't think he can guarantee it here, but he can virtually guarantee it, so. But we will look at this group after this Mendoza, which will begin in a couple seconds. I'm gonna yell over Diana here to let you know that the spin is done yet, drowning as binary worker, and Tamara Vidal broadsword as lawyer. And we might see a bit of a pause for broadsword, but you can bring it in if you want, especially for lawyer spins. It's an interesting combo. The one way I could think of was also the one way Time was thinking is you start the parking lot, take the lawyer, and kill Tamara with the, I guess, the caves and cliffs strat, the insta Tamara ISO, which I think Randy will do now. Although, so I'm not seeing a briefcase there for Randy, so I don't think he has the kill item. He could still isolate Tamara and go back with the broadsword, especially if Randy's not sure about the fact that the broadsword is an unlockable. Giggs is, I think.
Lawyer. Didn't even realize it was lawyer, man. This spin sucks.
Giggs doesn't know where the lawyer is, or doesn't know how to grab him. I think Randy can walk through. He doesn't have the invitation unless he picked it up, but concealing the... We're putting away all the illegal items. Can never be too sure. Because it's gonna be the Frisk zone instead, the full Omniscient story. I mean, I always wanted the spin where you need to go through the Frisk, but it's just not one of those spins. And once again, if the kills were the other way around, Randy passes the Frisk and then goes through the other way. He is gonna deliver the briefcase. What is happening? This is where it gets randomly suspicious by one of these NPCs. Refuses to elaborate and leaves. Giggs has found the lawyer. But without the roulette resource video, it's gonna be a pretty specific isolation. Ideally, you need...
I think the broadsword's in the attic. But I have
That's
no
correct.
idea.
Ooh, crazy angle from Randy. But I suppose that is safe. Not a lot of real NPCs in that corner. Bro just wanted to feel human touch. Anti-social simulator. Just get through one Frisk. Oh, it's a bit tough for Randy. Gets the toilet boy turning back and forth, and you need to hide him very quickly because Tamara is coming any second now. Okay, he's through. You need to close the door, you will be caught trespassing. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he was caught trespassing, but not enough. And I had to check, but Tamara can be KO'd. So this is all fine for Randy still. He will be late for Dawn first cycle. He doesn't have the winery worker close by. You tell me, Gregory. I had 3 seconds to think about him because I don't know the name. I don't play enough contracts mode. And this might be an unfortunate rip cycle for Giggs, unless he can broke it somehow by... I don't know, it's mostly outside help that you could hope for. It's a precise throw if you remember it from matches, but Randy's not, or Giggs is not going for that. I think that was a bump on the one NPC and the other one reacted. He's going the long way around, but this might be a nice push. Okay, Giggs is green. And for his sake, hopefully, this will be the run that either he finishes or Randy finishes, because this looked like something that would not be done every try. Randy has the winery worker and he's in a lot of minds about this. Checking the gaucho to safety. I think the winery worker is kinda in safety, although towards the edge of the viewcon of the Larry guy. And I think it will be Dawn drowning first, but as Peachy said before, we have to wait for Dawn to get back to the mansion grounds, to the actual mansion building, because the garden will not be good for ferrymatics. He will go to puke over the cliff. But by 5 minutes, assuming no proxies, which I don't see Randy has done, he will be back in the house. Ooh, this could kill an NTK if you're Giggs, but that was a really nice shot. Pretty impressive Seeker Dart. Now, of course, the similar challenges before. Don't get caught trespassing as you enter. As for Randy, takes the keys, will secure the broadsword for the second kill. And by the time, hopefully with no other proxies, Dawn will be up here and could be a quicker emetic. Giggs will end up KOing the bodyguard, which, I mean, feels like a more of a risk on this map than, say, in Bangkok, but people sometimes do like to secure by killing all of these bodies, and Giggs gets through this area. This room will not close by itself, and it has 3 bodies. Make that 4... Yep, now that's definitely a party. It was definitely with 3 bodies as well. But I guess Giggs could go now and get the winery worker. I don't think it doesn't really matter which kill Giggs goes for first. Obviously this is a Randy lead by in-game time and by mileage taken, ground taken.
Oh my gosh, I'm dumb.
This is a bit of a tricky one. Giggs has a banana. Giggs has a shank to use on these 2 NPCs. This is not as safe of a room as the other one would be, the one gaucho and the one winery worker. That was definitely heard by Larry. Now it's a bad idea. Second shank maybe. Second shank hit. Now how about the other winery worker? I think he's none the wiser. Gets the disguise grab. Randy gets the seeker shot and we'll get the drowning kill underway, but I don't remember. I honestly don't remember. I think Randy does have the lawyer from the start in those bathroom stalls. So in that way, this is not a lot of ways you can rip here anymore. Obviously, if question is how long Randy wants to take and how risky Giggs wants to take this, that will It's not really an exit disguise. And into combat, unfortunately. I think that guard didn't turn back quickly enough. Giggs wanted to maybe get ready for the corner subdue, and then he saw that the other guard was not coming. Had to abort it. The Brandy lead remains, and is now a staggering 7 minutes 15 seconds. This is the lawyer timing actually for other lawyer spins. I guess one thing that you could worry about if you're looking for a Randy finish is that the waiter next to Asado start and above the security room is KO'd but not jagged, and I don't fully know what triggers anyone to go there. I think Diana leads the way with Tamara, but if there's no Tamara to go to the security room, I don't think it will happen anymore, but something that you need to look out for the next, I guess, minute and a half till the tango cutscene ends. I agree that Randy knows not to leave bodies out, but this body is certainly being left out. So we're just gonna hope, I guess. I mean, I feel like my intuition is that he's found at 5 by the Tamara conversation going down to the security hub. So it has, if there's no Tamara, then there's possibility for no more bodies found, and if so, then we are 10 seconds away from the start of Tango. Another 40 seconds till the Tango exit concludes, and we might have a Randy win, but this is close enough to a GG. Obviously, most of the time this will be a GG, but we will see this picture-in-picture if that happens.
It's done. Now what?
Now, we strike at the heart.
If it ends like this, and I really do like Giggs' way of replanning, although he leaves the lawyer behind, so it's far from a guarantee that this would be a good IGT or even a safe finish, because oh yeah, it's
What's the plan?
a big peek up for Giggs.
Meet me at the Olive Grove at sunset. One last tango, 47.
And there's the end of the Tango cutscene. I still expect that 5-star to happen, which has happened now, and some random person defeats GiggsRH 4-2.
Score 2 to 4.
Feels bad then for the American with the instant reaction. Definitely much better than some loud raging ones. But yeah, a very wholesome match, as I think Mika said at the beginning, the wholesome reactions.
Disappointing. Very disappointing. I let myself down.
Oh, definitely you didn't. You did very well, Giggs, and I can show you that you are doing very well in the group stage. 17 matches down now, and 4 to go means with this, maybe it has been updated by the great Chris. Let me just do that. Yeah. Dane 28, Cobalt 17, Apricop 16, Giggs 16, Randy 13, PG 10. I guess what this kind of means, okay, this, I was just thinking of some numbers, because there are 4 more matches to go. 2 of them are Deadly Muffin matches. If it's not nice of me, but if I consider the 6 points for both Pijero and some random person against Muffin, and then we have Dane at 28, Randy at 19, Cobalt at 17, and PG, Apricop, and Giggs all on 16 to duke it out amongst themselves. So this is a even 3-way battle for, I think, 3rd and 4th place. I think Cobalt on 17 is not getting through at this point, because Randy is already through, and Giggs, PG, and Apricop could all get there with just a single map. So assuming no sweeps, I think, I kind of think that if Giggs wins both matches, or yeah, if Giggs wins both matches, then he's 2nd. If he wins 1, then he's 3rd. If he wins 0 and not getting swept, then he's 4th. And this same applies to both PG and Apricop. Need to take, I mean, the win definitely makes them advance. If you take 1 map, it's gonna be really ugly, and if you're swept, then you're out. So it will be hugely interesting for these last 4 matches. Giggs will play Pijero in 2 hours. And Apricot will play Giggs on the 24th for the Americans, 25th for us, so it means in 1 day and a couple hours. But yeah, I don't think if Giggs sweeps his last 2 matches, then he ties Dane and takes the win via head-to-head. But if Giggs loses another map, then Dane is guaranteed to win his group. I think now we are fully through to this group. You are right, because you are playing at midnight, so why does it say at 10 p.m? Huh. Reschedules be damned, but we will fix it. As far as it goes, we will have a match in 7 minutes, and it will be casted by Moo. It is a Group G match between Parapluie and Magic Dave 94. A very important elimination match. The winner will most likely make it through. The loser will definitely be out. And after that, we will still have, I think, these 6 matches exactly. 2 in 1 hour, and then at 11 p.m, midnight, 2 a.m, 4:30 a.m. if you are Central European. And if not, you can, of course, it is 6 hours away if you're from the East Coast, but it will change on Sunday, and it's already giving me some headaches about the final day schedule, but I think we will handle it if we get there. But you can see the matches on the screen. For now, I can raid into the Moo pre-show, and we will start in 6.5 minutes with the next match. Thank you all for watching, and GG's to both players, and until next time, see you everyone.